Good morning, students. I'm Gurpriya, and today we learn about tenses. What are tenses? Tenses are verb forms basically. Tenses demonstrate the time of an action in a sentence, usually performed or centered around the subject of the sentence. The actions are called verbs. Verbs change according to tenses and other issues. As verbs are the most important element of English sentences, tenses also carry paramount importance in English grammar. Tenses are mainly categorized into three forms, that is, your present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense expresses action in present time, past tense expresses action in past time, and future tense expresses action in the future time. For example, we are late. The sentence is in present tense. We were late. The sentence is in past tense. We shall be late. The sentence is in future tense. Further, the tenses has been categorized into 12 parts, that is your simple past, simple present, simple future, past continuous, present continuous, future continuous, past perfect, present perfect, future perfect, past perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. Now let's talk about simple present tense. When an event is being described in real time that is happening at that very moment, we call it in present tense or simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to express actions done repeatedly or as in a matter of habit. For example, he gets up early. Yeah, he gets up late. They brush their teeth twice a day. It expresses universal truth. For example, the earth revolves around the sun. It expresses situation, states truth at the time of speaking. For example, we visit the orphanage once a month. Forms of simple present tense. Simple present tense can be categorized into three forms, that is your affirmative sentences, your negative sentences, and your interrogative sentences. Your affirmative sentences can be termed as your positive sentences. The structure for positive sentences would be subject plus verb first form plus object. An example, I play football. Similarly, negative, subject plus do does plus not plus object. For interrogative, do does plus subject plus verb first form plus object plus question mark. It's mandatory to put question mark while we are framing the sentence in interrogative forms. And for WH type questions, WH word plus do does plus subject plus verb first form plus object. So I have some certain example which we'll go through. For example, I play football. I do not play football. Do I play football? Where do I play football? So here are the tenses along with the structures along with the example. Please go through it. Now let's talk about simple present tense. We earlier had a word with simple present tense. Now let's have a look on more example, that for affirmative, negative, and interrogative. For affirmative, I am a doctor. For negative, I am not a doctor. We use word not for framing negative sentences. For interrogative, am I a doctor? Are you an engineer? So it's mandatory to put question mark while framing interrogative sentences. Now simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to express action that took place at some point of time in the past tense and are over now. For example, I joined the school last month. So you joined the school last month, the action is over now. So it's in past tense. Simple past tense is used to express some past habit. It is also used to express action that began and ended in the past. When we express some past habit, we often use words like usually, generally, every day, always, never, often, sometimes with a simple past tense. Now let's have a look upon the structures on the forms of simple past tense, that is for affirmative, that is positive statement, for negative, and for interrogative. For positive, the structure would be subject plus simple past plus verb first second form plus object. For example, he played football. For negative one, the structure would be subject plus did not plus verb first form plus object. Example, he did not play football. For interrogative one, the structure would be did plus subject plus base form. Base form means root form of verb, that is verb first form plus object plus question mark. Did he play football? Question mark. So it's mandatory to put question mark while framing interrogative sentences. Let's have a look upon the sentences. Some more example. For positive, I started. For negative, I do not, I did not, I didn't start. For question, for interrogative one, did I start? For positive, you started. You did not, you didn't start. Did you start? So here are certain examples of simple past tense. Now simple future tense. Simple future tense is used to talk about future events in which our own wishes do not matter. We use will when we decide to do something at the time of speaking. The structure for simple future tense in the positive one will be subject plus will plus verb first form plus object. For example, John will buy a torch. For negative, the structure would be subject plus will plus not plus verb first form plus object. For example, John will not buy a torch. For interrogative one, the structure would be will plus subject plus verb first form plus object plus question mark. Example, will John buy a torch? Here are some certain examples, like for example, he will work to improve his communication skills. She will go to the market tomorrow. John will buy a torch. Let's have a look on some more example. Future tense indicates the action which will occur in the future. We use words like will, shall, be going to are auxiliary verbs of simple future tense. For example, in positive statement, I will come. For negative, I will not come. For question, for interrogative one, will I come? Question mark. So it's mandatory to put question mark right in while framing the interrogative sentences, and while framing the negative sentences we always use not. I hope you have understood the concept of simple present tense, simple future tense and simple past tense. Thank you. Have a good day.